guys, and welcome to another video by Debbie Loves to Colour. Today's video is part 2 of the Jasmin Becket Griffith Halloween colour along. If you tuned in last time, we did this hat, and today we're going to be finishing off some bits of the hat in this area, and I'm using the same colours. If you noticed last time, I did miss this bit out, and I've just used the same colours with the same technique, going from dark to light, sorry. Now, since the last video, I have done the eyes, coloured the eyes in. If you're wanting to know what colours I used and you're wanting them to be the same, all I've done is I've lightly gone round the eye where I've wanted it dark to light in my aquamarine. I've used yellow chartreuse, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that, but the pencil's PC1004, and this I've just lightly gone over the full eye before I've put the aquamarine down. So what I've done is I've just gone where I've wanted it darker, and I've just done little strokes towards the centre of the pupil to make it look more of a real effect, and then I've gone in with my darker colour, which was my cobalt turquoise, and then I've just gone in between the little bits with the yellow again. And I've obviously filled the pupils in, and I've just got to add my highlights, but I'll do that last. So today I'm going to be working on this bit of the art, which I'm assuming is going to be darker, and then it's probably going to be coming lighter around this area. I'm doing this line, the outer edge of the hat. I think I'm going to be doing gold, so I'm going to be doing that later on, because I'm not sure whether I want to do it in water paint, metallic gold, or pencils. I'm going to be doing this in pencils, and I think I'm going to add some stickles to the edges where it cuts off, and I think I'm going to be doing these little stars in stickles. So for now we're going to be concentrating on this, and also I'm wanting to do a dress the same colour while I've got these colours out. So I'm just going to zoom in. Oh, you can see that, and we'll start working on this area. So again, very light pressure. I'm just going in where I want my dark colours to be. I think majority of this part's going to be darker, so the lighter colour I'm going to leave out on this one. And if you need to know if you forgot what colours that we were using for the art, you need your indigo blue, you want your cobalt turquoise, you want your aquamarine, your light aqua, and your grey green light. And grab your black pencil as well. So just light pressure. And I'm pretty excited because I've got the new Jasmin Becket Griffith Alice in Wonderland coming today, so I can't wait for that. Obviously I'm probably going to be doing a flip through of that, and I'm thinking whether to order is it Fairy Celebrations? I might order that tomorrow, see how much money I've got left, but I'm really wanting that book as well. So once I've got where I want my darker areas to be, I'm really going light with my pressure towards centre, so I can blend the next colour in. I'm just trying to do a quicker version because I'm obviously videoing. You guys can spend more time on your blending. If you want to do it a lot neater, you want it more blended, just spend a little bit more time on it. So pretty much I think this would be dark. It'd be dark, quite dark, because it's pretty shaded. Right, so I've just done a really light layer. I'll go back in with colours. Now I'm going to come in with my Colbert turquoise, and just middle of where I've gone really light with the pencil, I'm going to fetch it in. See, because I've gone light on blue, this is looking pretty dark at the minute, but once I've deepened my darker blue up, it should all blend in like that. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing gold stickles on this bit as well. So if you haven't got any gold stickles, you could use a gold metallic pen, metallic gold pencil. If you haven't got any, just do it. You could just do it with your yellow pencil or your golden rod pencil. It's totally up to you. But if you've got anything gold, so I'm just kind of making like a little circle here. And then again, I'm coming in with my aquamarine from middle of where I've just been with the other colour. This is the lightest I think this is going to be on this point. So as you can see, we've got a rough layer of colours there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with the indigo blue, and we're going to go in really deep with an harder pressure. Just a medium pressure, you don't need to go too hard, because just to get that colour down. You want to make sure you're not putting too much pressure down so you can blend and go over it. Otherwise we're just going to end up burnishing page. So again, as I'm coming to the green colour, I'm just going off lighter. Just deepening it up. And again, if you can hear noise in the background, it's just my partner because he's home. It's on each chance I've really had to film. Just trying to deepen that too. And then we'll go in with the next colour, which is your Colbert turquoise. And again, fetch it in a deeper pressure. I'm actually just going to go back in a minute with the indigo because I want this to be of more blue in it. Just going to blend it out because I don't want that harsh looking line. and just lightly over the edge where you've been going so you can get the next colour in. And basically just keep coming in with your colours until it's all blended and all smooth looking. So I'm coming in with my aquamarine. And what I'm going to do with this colour is I'm going to fetch it again over everything. And I'm just going over this with an harder pressure to try and blend it out a bit more. And then just darken it where I want it darkening, over my outer edges with my indigo blue. I think, I don't know, might fetch some the black in. So yeah, I've ordered some of them, and I've ordered them about a week ago, so I think they should be coming. I should probably be getting them towards middle of next week, because I think they're that popular. She's actually ran out when I've ordered them, so she's had to wait until they get some more in. But she's been really good and she's been keeping me updated. And let me just see what they're called. Oh, actually, I'll have to link it underneath this video in the description box, because I'm not actually sure if I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, if you look on Colour with Claire, is it video? She's got a review on them, and it gives you name and where to get them and link and everything. I'd definitely recommend checking them out because they look really, really vibrant, and the metallic golds are really nice and shimmery. But I was hoping for them to come so I could do this maybe in like 2 tones of gold. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just taking my black. Now if you're going to be using some of your black, just go on with the lightest of pressure. You don't need to press down at all on this colour. So I'm just putting some in this corner. A bit round here, just basically where I think my shadows would be the darkest colour. And add it in this bottom corner. And then just go back over it with your blue, your indigo blue. And then try to add your green in. Right, so that's all I'm doing for that bit. I hope you can see that properly. Like I said, you can spend more time blending it than what I'm doing on this video. Because I'm videoing it, I'm just doing it at a quicker pace. Right, so now we're going to be doing the hat, and I'm thinking, I'm thinking it'd come lighter towards this area, so all this would be probably dark. I'm thinking doing this bit blue and then coming into my greens at this bit. So we'll again go in with the indigo blue, and just be careful not to go over your stars. And again, I always start off with the lightest pressure. What is it now? The metallic watercolour paints by, is it Karen JD Designs? I'm probably saying that totally wrong. From the Estee shop. Right, so I'm wanting all this to be blue. All this edge under I'm gonna call it well, it's like a little tie around the hat, isn't it? All this under this edge is gonna be blue. So I'm just getting that colour down there, so I know where I'm wanting my darker colours to go. Let's have a look. I think from here I'm gonna start sorry, I'm rambling a bit here, I'm just winging it, that's why. I'm just trying to work out where I want my colours to go. So a bit there. I think a bit of blue would be around here. So I think I'm going to come in with my next darkest colour now. So just again over the blue where we've started. And at the minute it's looking darker again because I've only put a light layer down. So I'll fetch some more blue. Taper that blue off a bit. Then back in with the Colbert. just a little bit of this green here because I'm going to go into a lighter colour. And then we're going to go in with aquamarine. And if you can hear loads of noise in the background, it's just my partner being noisy. We're just going to fetch this aquamarine down here a little bit. And then we're going to be going into the lighter colours. I'm kind of wanting this bottom bit the lightest. So very lightly with your pressure. Right, so now I'm going in with my light aqua. Yep, he just had to come in and be noisy, didn't he? Obviously at the minute it looks just like a little bit of a mess, but I'm just wanting to get that light layers down, so if I need to go over, and then I can without burnishing my paper, because these are obviously, with, as you know, with if you use Prismacolors, they tend to get really waxy and you get that build up. So what I'm doing is I'm going to come in with a lighter colour just towards this edge here and just give it a little bit of a highlight. So we're going to go in with the grey-green light just over the lightest aqua. So our highlight's just going to be here. Right, now we've got the colour down, I'm going to start by going in deeper with my indigo blue. Back over here. And again, like before, I might be adding some black in places. Yeah, so I thought I'd film it today because it's quite sunny outside. I mean, it's mid-September and it seems to be like it's warm at minute where I am. It's like really muggy, but the sunlight's okay. So I thought I'd film through today and maybe get you a bit of lighting. But the problem is with that is the house there's always someone in the house. So as you could just steer in background, my partner's pottering around and that. Because he don't work, he only works on a night. and my job's an evening job as well. He's like a night out, you see. He does all his like workout classes on a night time as well. Alright, so I'm just getting this colour in, deepening it up. Let's have a look. Right, I've put my blue in the edges, so before I do anything else, I'm just gonna, it's the same method we've been using, dart round the edges with a medium pressure, and then towards where your darkest green's gonna be, your Colbert turquoise, we're just gonna lighten the pressure so we can get that colour in. Me, I tend to always go for, when I'm colouring, my favourite colours are the turquoise, the pinks, the purples, golds. They're just colours that always seem to stand out to me. I'm thinking about, because I've got the 120 set of polychromos, I think there's a lot of colours in there that I've never really used. So I'm thinking of doing a picture, one that I pick out with colours that I wouldn't normally use, and see how it turns out. I think that'd be quite interesting to do, because I always go for the same colours a lot of the time. So I'm just getting these edges darker. Trying to taper it off a bit more here with light pressure so I don't get that dark harsh line. I am heavy-handed, me, as well, so I am better off doing the lighter layers like this, because I tend to go straight and put an heavy pressure on the paper, and then you're more than likely going to get them harsh lines, what you don't want. Right, so I've got that bit of colour down. Still this bit here. I might add some black in again. When I've finished, I'll see what it looks like. And in with the next colour, which is the Colbert turquoise. And again, from about here where you've put the blue in, so from middle of that blue, start using a heavier pressure. You only have to do a medium pressure, you don't need to press on really hard. And if you are doing it with gold, these stars, don't worry too much about if you go over the colour. If you go over stars with colour, if you are going to be filling them in with a pencil, the stars, then try not to go over that colour. Over the stars with the colour, sorry. I'm muddling my words up today. Alright, so I'm just going to lightly, again, round this bit, come in lightly, because this is where we're going into our next colour. This is just like a little transition colour to fetch that lighter turquoise. Fetches everything out, fetches all your colours together. So I'm just going to blend this up into that blue. And very lightly taper it off. And we just try and blend this blue out a little bit more. And it'll not start to look blended until you've got all your colours down, until you've gone over it a few times. It's just so I can get where I'm wanting my colours to actually be, because I don't want to go over this. Right, so we're going to come in now with the aquamarine, and we're just going to fetch it out, not too much, because we've got the light aqua. So with this aquamarine, what I'm using, we're just going to go into everything, back over all colours, and then we're going to start blending everything in. I'm just using a medium pressure. You can always go over this with the colourless blender or a stub as well if you're not happy with how it's blending, if you're struggling with blending it. Personally, I just use the pencils. And as you're coming out here, just make sure you go really light so you can get your lightest colour down, which we're just going to be using a little bit around here. So I'm just going to go all the way back into this Colbert green, what we've put down. And I'm going to come into this little bit of the blue. I'm going to leave this all blue. I'm not putting any green in this bit here. Right, so what I'm going to do now is come in with my lightest colour, well, the light turquoise, the lightest colour's the grey green. So yeah, we'll come in with the light aqua and just do the same as what we've been doing. Fetching it in from the darker greens. Try not to go into this bit here. So really lightly. Just go really light around this highlight. And then fetch it over everything. I'm using a pretty hard pressure there because I was trying to get rid of that light from the Colbert turquoise, so we're going into your light green, your lighter colours. So like I said, once you've done this, if you want, you can go over it and blend it as you like. Right, so what we're going to do here is, again, we're going to go in with your light green, your lighter colours. So like I said, once you've done this, if you want, you can go over it and blend it as you like. Right, so what we're going to do here is, again, we're going to go in with the lightest colour, which is your grey-green light. And we're just going to fetch it from here with the lightest aqua. We don't want to be fetching any of the green, your Colbert colours in, because it's just going to smudge this highlight. Again, if you didn't want to use a lighter colour, you could just leave it white. So we're just fetching that. Yeah. And we're just going to go around that light turquoise, what we've put down. And I'm just going to touch this bit up. I'm going to add a bit of the Colbert turquoise into this as well, because I forgot, I haven't really put a lot of the green in there. So I'm just going to get that colour in. And then I'm going with my lightest colour so I can blend it. Then I'm using my lightest colour, the light aqua, just to get that blended where it was rough. So again, I'm going to be adding some little bits of black to the darker areas where I want it darker. Which is only a little bit, I don't need a lot. Right, so come in with your black, and I'm just going to slightly, really lightly, that bit. Let's fetch some here. I'm only adding a little bit, I'm not really wanting a lot of black in this area of the art. So just some slightly in these corners, a little bit here. Right, I think that's the only black I really want to put down. So as like before, just go in with your blue, your indigo blue, and then your cobalt green. Got some more blue towards here. And there we go. I think I'm happy with that for now. If you want, you could darken just under this line or go back in with blue and just do it with the blue right at the edges, just where your darkest part of your art would be. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I've just smudged a bit there, but I'll get rid of that later. If you like me and smudge, don't worry about it. We're going to be going over this area anyway. So what I'm wanting to do with these colours now is a dress. So just a dress. The same as with the art, I'm wanting to stick to the colours. The stars will probably be gold, the same in stickles. So I'll start some of the dress. So if again, we'll keep it, which side shall we have darkest? So let's see if you can see. I'm just going to adjust my camera for you. So you can see a dress. Right, so we're going to go in just at the left side of this line. That's where I'd imagined it to be darkest. We're going to be fetching it round just underneath her arm. And we're slightly in small circles, just going to be smoothing it out. Fetching it down here a bit. And the same here. On the left side. And then underneath here, it's going to be darker. So I'm just getting my lines down where I want it to be darker. So I would imagine should be dark here in shadow. And towards the bottom where underneath the knee is. Let's see if you can see all this, what I'm doing. And we're just going to fetch some slightly right, so what I'm going to do with this one is we'll start here where we've put the blue down, and then we'll go with our next darkest colour again. Fetch that down here. And we're going to go lightly over everywhere on the left side where we've put the darker blue. So I'll just do this side first. I think I'm just going to put this blue up here. So I'm going back in with indigo blue. So then we're going to go in with the aquamarine and do the same. Fetch that out. Just because this is like a narrow area, we're not putting as much down, because I am going to be leaving a little bit of an highlight. That's what I'm aiming for if it works out. So just roughly Now I'm going to come in with my lighter colour, which is the light aqua, and we're just going to leave an highlight there. And ever so slightly go over the colours on this narrower a bit, stretch it out a bit where you've got more room. So we're just leaving a few little bits of highlight. Hopefully, once I've got it all blended in, it'll work out. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to do this bit, and then I want you to do the exact same technique for the next video for a top and just this little bit of a dress. If you do it from dark and blend out, leave some highlights around the top if you want, or you can just use the colours and not leave an highlight. So I've actually missed a bit of a dress there, so we're just gonna slightly do the same. Right, so let's see how this works out. I'm gonna deepen back in with my indigo blue. And just the same technique as what we've been using. It's just how I blend everything. Got snivels now. I don't know what it is. I've never suffered with hay fever before, and since about 3 months ago I've done naught but wake up with allergies every day. So I'm just getting me deepening my blue around edges. And just again lightly going over that dark line. I'm hoping this is gonna come out how I want it. Just want it darker around this bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing these skeletons gold. I might, instead of doing it the traditional greys and blacks, I might do some gold. Add some ochre colours in there, you know, your ochre brown and burnt ochre. Maybe add a bit of black to deepen it up in. But yeah, I'm trying to maybe keep them gold. I just think it'd complement the colours what we're using for these turquoises. Right, so I'm just going to do this bit and then what we're coming in with. Now I'm going in with the cobalt turquoise. I'm coming in from that blue. I think with this as well, mixing in with this cobalt turquoise, it gives it more of a deeper, green look. Which I quite like really, because I always seem to think of greens and stuff when I imagine a witch. So I'll just go in over that blue and we're going to come lightly out. So at the minute it's kind of looking like a smudgy mess, which is fine at the minute. Now here, because it's a narrow area, we're just slightly going over everything and putting that colour in. Don't need to fetch it out too much, because otherwise you're not going to get your highlight in. Right, just going to fetch it out around here. And we'll fetch this bit lighter towards middle there. Right, so I'm going to go in now with my aquamarine. I'm going to come in from that cobalt turquoise and see if we can smooth these colours out. So I'm just trying to smooth it out a bit. And again here, we're just coming slightly out. Mixing the colours together. because we've done a really light pressure, it's allowed us to go over with all the colours. It's just allowed us to go over and fetch all the colours together. Right, so ever so slightly, we light aqua. We're just slightly fetching the lighter blue towards the highlight. We want to be going over all this bit. So we're kind of going to use it as a blending pencil as well. And smoothing everything out. Just be careful not to go over your highlight, because you'll end up fetching the dark blue into the highlight, which is not what we want to do. Actually just gonna colour that in, that bit. I'm going to deepen this up a bit as well, because I don't like the look of this bit, but that's what, if you don't like a bit of it, you can just go back and deepen it up. So just, if you can, get a spare piece of paper and just rub your pencil against it in this bit, because you don't want the dark going into the highlight. So just clean your pencil off and then just smooth out that line, not too much. Don't matter if you get a bit of blue over that line, because it does fetch some of that lighter blue in. And then just same as before, go in with our grey green light and just smooth it out. Just try not to go over the dark blue, so we don't want that fetching into our highlight. And then once you've got this down, you can go back in and smooth everything out with the colours what we've used and blend it all out so it looks more smoother, more better. So I'm doing quite a hard pressure here. So now I've got my kind of blend where I'm wanting it to go. Then I can go back in and start darkening where I want my deepest colours to be. Darkening these lines up. And as you can see, the darker your areas where is shadowed, and the more you deepen it, the more your other lighter colours pop on the page. And it just makes it more stand out-ish, if you know what I mean. You can add some of your black again in the corners. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just darken this bit out, because I think this would be darker the more I've got it. So I don't know if you can see that. Right, this bit, I'm wanting this bit to be a lot darker. I'm not liking how that bit is. So I'm just going to fetch it all dark. So just go in with medium pressure, because we're not going to be adding a load of layers, and then fetching it lighter pressure out towards the middle. And then we're going to come in with a Colbert turquoise. And then we're going to come in with the aquamarine. Just keep this bit dark. And then I'm just going to fetch some of that blue around here. So I'll just keep this bit dark. Right, so yeah, so as you can see, I've outlined where I want the dark to go on this bit and this bit of the dress. So we've got here. So what I'm going to do off camera, I'm wanting you to do the same technique with this. You can go back over your colours on this bit, if you want to smooth it out a bit more. Add a bit more Colbert green, which is what I'm going to probably be doing, just deepening the colours up a bit more on this. So for the next video, if you want to go do this bit of the dress and this bit, so you'd start off from dark where I've lined and go lighter towards the top. I'd maybe, if you're going to add the lightest grey, maybe towards the middle or towards the tips. And then here I'd go outwards like I've done with this hat. I've gone, let me see if I can show you on this bit. I've gone from dark to the lighter colour, so I'll probably do that technique with this bit. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. The next video is probably going to be finishing off the hat and doing the gold. I'm thinking of using my ochre colours and making a gold up for that, and maybe adding some stickles. So if you've enjoyed this video, please keep your eye out for the next video, and more than likely you're going to be getting an Alice in Wonderland review as well. So bye for now, thank you for watching.